Rotarian Madhu Bishnu, and I'm going to show in front of all of you how I'm going to make rice pudding. This is the traditional Indian rice pudding that I'm going to make. As you can see that the grain is really very small grain, and this is the rice we need to make the rice pudding. The whole country has its own different versions of having this rice pudding. It is eaten for any social occasions or for any festivities, any kind of birthdays, anniversaries, you just name it, everybody would have this traditional Indian rice pudding. And every household has its own version of making this. So I had just soaked this rice for about 5 minutes. It will just help to cook. And I'm going to cook in the milk. So first what I would do is, this is actually 2 cups of milk. So I'm going to pour this. I have already this lit up, and the whole pudding is going to be cooked in milk, and no water is going to be added here. So once this milk is, I'll just increase the heat. The moment it will just start boiling a little bit, then I'm going to add this rice to the milk. So just have to wait for a little bit. And just to explain, this is very simple. What is to be done is that this rice will be cooked in the milk, and then bay leaf will be given, sugar will be given, and then once the sugar is dissolved, then some dry fruits will be given, and the dry fruits is completely of your choice. Once that done, then the consistency would just be a little bit thick. Of course you can keep it a little bit watery, and you can have it hot or cold and any time of the day. It is something we love so much. So the milk has just started boiling a little bit, and I'm going to add the rice. So what I've done is 2 cups of rice and 2 cups of milk and half cup of rice. Once this is added, then I'm going to just stir it, and the flame will have to be reduced. So this is cooked only in low flame. And because I've soaked this rice for about 5 minutes, that's why it's going to help the rice to be cooked a little quickly than had I just poured in the rice into the milk and not soaked it. So just a preparation of about 5 minutes is needed. Meanwhile, I'll just show you. I am going to use some raisins, and I'm going to use some cashew nuts. These are my favorite. These are seedless raisins, and they are black ones. And I like to use whole cashew nuts, just 1 bay leaf. And the sugar will be as per your desired required of sweetness. So it needn't be a lot. I have taken here a lot, but I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon because I really don't like it very sweet. So this is being cooked, and just to show you that how it's going to look like. So this is the rice is gradually getting boiled in the milk, and you have to keep on stirring because it's so necessary that the rice doesn't get burnt in the bottom, and so the rice will have to be constantly stirred. So as you can see, so I hope that once all of you all see this recipe, you all will be interested to cook in your own kitchen, and let me know the feedback. How do you like it? And there are different names. So in our part of the country, We call it paesh in my language. Then in the southern part of the country, people say paesham. And in the northern part of the country, people say kheer. So, you know, every part of the country has its own way of cooking and has its own names. So it's just to share with all of you that, you know, what is it that we... And this really became very popular when I shared amongst the Australians, and also very, very popular amongst the Taiwanese. So they really enjoyed it so much that every week in one of the classes, I just had to prepare it. And the students enjoyed it, the teachers enjoyed it, and it was such fun, you know, watching them, that they are loving an Indian traditional food. So as you can see, that gradually the rice is getting cooked, and you just keep stirring. And in fact, another thing which I would like to share with all of you is that, you know, having cakes for birthdays or for any social occasions is something which has come in our part of the world much later. We have been having this traditional pudding since our birth. And everyone, be it in urban areas, in rural areas, in semi-urban areas, people just think of having this to celebrate one's occasion and not really have cake. Not everybody can afford a cake. So, you know, there are people who would just have this traditional rice pudding and really not have a cake for any kind of celebration. So that is something I just wanted to share with all of you. And just, you know, to see that whether it's been cooked a little bit, you can just press. And it's still a little hard, so some more of it has to be cooked. So just to give you an idea that how this traditional Indian rice pudding came up. Okay, it's still a little bit hard. Some people would add saffron to it, so, you know, it would give a yellow color. And, you know, you just can give any kind of things to make it, you know, your choice of enjoying the pudding. It's only that no water is added here. Okay, the rice is being cooked a little bit. So now is the time to add 1 bay leaf and some raisins and cashew nuts. Just stir in a little bit for a moment, and then add the sugar. So I'll just take 2 teaspoons, and that's it. And so I will just stir this until the sugar is dissolved, and once that's done, then I will show you that what kind of consistency. And as you can see that the milk has really reduced quite a bit, so that's also something that is happening here. So this is all done, and the sugar is dissolved, and that's it. So this is Indian rice pudding, and I hope that all of you enjoyed watching it, and I hope that all of you will cook in your own home. Thank you for watching. Bye.